Welcome back, everybody. My name is Caleb. Today, the Hammer Jam event started in Clash of Clans. There's tons of implications to talk about with it. Plus, they're changing up the barracks. I'm really excited to talk about that too. Let's go ahead and get into it. Welcome in, everybody. We're live streaming on Twitch right now. As you guys can see up here, I was recording my intro and I accidentally ended the stream instead of clicking the record button. So here we are, right? But I am here and I'm ready to talk to you guys about Hammer Jam. I'm super excited. If you're watching this video on YouTube and you want to catch me on Twitch when I'm live streaming, you can find me at twitch.tv/mynamescaleb731. Let's go ahead and get into it. So right here up at the top of the events tab, you can see that Hammer Jam is happening. What Hammer Jam means is that all of your building and upgrade costs for all of your main village buildings are 50% off, right? So anything that you're going to upgrade, right, like... Let me go ahead and set my my progress base here. As you can see, right, I've still got some cannons that are upgrading. If we look at this cannon right here, right now, it's only worth 5,200,000 gold, right? Normally, it's worth 10,400,000. So the prices have been slashed. It's super great. And it makes things much, much cheaper. Now, if you're in a position like me, where you've got a lot of buildings, where you've got a lot of buildings that are completed and you're only just a little rushed, right? Like you've still got walls to finish, right? You've maybe got, a couple of traps, just like I do. This is a really great event to help you finish off maxing out your base to get to the next town hall level, right? And we'll talk about that here in just a second. As you can see, walls, much cheaper. These are a bunch of things that cost millions of resources, and right now they're only worth 2.8 million. This is with a 20% builder boost, going from Town Hall 13 to Town Hall 14 wall levels, right? So it's really great to be able to finish off your walls as well. I highly recommend during the Hammer Jam event that you leave one builder available. As you can see right now, I have two, but that's going to change here very shortly. So I recommend having at least one builder available so that you can make use of the resources that you get to continue to upgrade your walls. Now, why is Hammer Jam important? Or first off, let me back up just one second, right? The only thing, I really want to state this, the only thing that is affected is buildings, right? None of your upgrades in terms of your what are those things called, like in your laboratory, right? None of your laboratory, none of your hero pets, right? Those upgrades do not get affected. Your heroes, I do believe, get affected. I can't actually check that because my heroes are maxed, but I'm pretty confident heroes receive the bonus as well. Right here, 60k. She's only worth 94k. I'm not sure. Heroes maybe get the boost. I might have to go back and check that. 50% off all home village building and upgrade costs. So based on that, right, I'm pretty confident. I mean, yeah, because the queen at level 63, yeah, no, definitely, she's not worth 94,000. That's like Town Hall 9 levels of resources, right? So anything that's a building, right? Anything that a builder would upgrade, anything that a builder would upgrade, that's what's going to be get that 50% discount, right? So why is this important, right? It indicates that there's a new town hall coming, right? The Town Hall 14 release and the Town Hall 13 release, and I think maybe Town Halls prior to that may have gotten Hammer Jam events, but I know for a fact Town Hall 13 and Town Hall 14 got Hammer Jam events, and the Hammer Jam events happened right before they announced the new Town Hall levels, right? Oh, I'm about to pull my iPad off the desk. That wouldn't be good. I'm actually going to flip. There's going to be screen rotate. Nobody panic. There it is. Let me see. Yeah, so half off the building upgrades, no lab upgrade discounts, right? And then another thing to keep in mind is that the time to upgrade stays the same. So whereas a cannon is usually 10,400,000 to upgrade with a 12-day, 19-hour upgrade time, now it's only 5,200,000 to upgrade with a 12-day, 19-hour upgrade time. The upgrade time doesn't change for any of your buildings, so that's very important to note, right? As I said, this indicates a new Town Hall level is coming, so that's very exciting. Be prepared for that being the next major update that Clash of Clans does. We did know that we were getting a Town Hall this year, but it looks like that the announcement for that is probably going to be coming within at least the next 2 weeks. Hammer Jam is going on for 12 days, 5 hours. And probably shortly after, or shortly after the Hammer Jam event is done, or right before it finishes, they're gonna at least drop a teaser, or maybe just drop like a full trailer for the next Town Hall. So that's really, really exciting. A fun thing to note about the Hammer Jam event is that Town Hall 2s can actually upgrade their clan castle, so you can have a Town Hall 2 clan war. I know that last time there was a Hammer Jam event, I'm pretty sure Clash with Eric, who's a much larger content creator than I am, I know he got a clan full of Town Hall 2s to do a war. So if that's your thing that you kind of enjoy, right, being in a clan at Town Hall 2, you have the ability to do that now with the Hammer Jam event going on. So that's a really good time. Another thing that we've got going on right now is this 1 Jam army boost, which really that's going to be helpful because that's going to allow you to attack more often during this Hammer Jam event, at least for like the first 5 days. It's going to allow you to attack more during the Hammer Jam event, which means you'll be able to get more resources to take advantage of the reduced costs of things, right? So now that we've talked about the Hammer Jam event, let's get into talking about the barracks. In the news, if we click on the next update, the barracks system changes. You can see here, it says, "Hey Chief, just wanted to give you a heads up in advance that the October update will be making some changes to the barracks system," right? So important things to note. They're going to be removing 3 barracks and 1 dark barracks. So you're only going to have 1 barracks, 1 dark barracks, 1 spell factory, 1 dark spell factory, and 1 workshop, right, to make your siege machines in. During upgrades, a big change that they're making, right, is now since you've only got 1 of each, all of those buildings that I mentioned, all the barracks, the spell factories, and the workshop, you're still going to be able to train troops, brew spells, and make siege machines while that's happening. While those buildings are being upgraded, right? This is definitely a really big change from what we saw previously, like the system that we have now. If you're upgrading a spell factory, you can't make any spells. If you're upgrading a barracks, the training time for all of your troops goes, I guess technically it's up. It takes longer to train troops, right? So this is a really big change, and it actually is kind of nice in terms of figuring out your upgrade path and you know, when you get to a new Town Hall level, and resources that you should have available when considering upgrading some of these buildings, right? I used to tell people, if you're going to upgrade a spell factory, right, make sure that you've got either a hammer of building or you've got a book of building available so that you can just finish it off immediately and you can still use spells, right, while so that you can go right, so that you don't have any time where you've lost using spells. I don't know, I tried to say that smartly. Hopefully it made sense, right? Now, when you're upgrading something, you can still, train those troops, brew those spells, but it's reduced by, or the time that it takes to make those troops and spells is actually cut in half, essentially. So if something took 10 minutes to train, now it's going to take 20 minutes, right? That's not really how it works. Things are generally within, like, kind of like the 5-minute range or whatever, but you get what I'm saying. The time is doubled, basically, instead of just not being able to do it at all, which is really nice. It slows you down, but you don't have to be worried about investing a hammer or a book into upgrading these buildings. The laboratory is not affected by these by these changes, right? So previously, right, and this is still how it's going to be moving forward, if you've got an upgrade going and you upgrade your laboratory, that upgrade would continue to chug along, right? That upgrade would continue to upgrade that troop or spell or siege machine, right? But if you upgraded your laboratory and you weren't upgrading anything at the time, you couldn't start upgrades. You couldn't start new upgrades if your laboratory was upgrading. That is still the same. That has not changed at all. Another big thing that this indicates is that for Town Hall 15, whenever they release that, there's actually not going to be any change to the map size at all. So, which that's kind of one of the things that I was thinking, right? There's actually there's another bit to this too. There's a lot of buildings in the game, right? And if they're going to add more, which it looks like they might at Town Hall 15, what they were going to have to do was increase the size of the map, right? Because before Town Hall 14, the discussion would have been, well, maybe just get rid of the builders or get rid of all of the builder huts and you've only got one builder hut, right? And then maybe like the master builder hut. So maybe at most you've got 2 builder huts. But then they weaponized the builder huts, so those are here to stay. So what they've done is they've taken out all of the barracks, opening up 4 spaces for new buildings, right? Another reason why this is important is because at our max town hall level, we are at like 100 buildings. So each building is worth 1 percentage point. If you start adding more buildings become not worth 1 percentage point, and then it really makes, you know, math on attacks and all that kind of wonky and not really streamlined. You know, it's not good. You want 100 buildings so that each building is worth 100. If you've got less than 100 buildings, it works, right? Because obviously, you know, like we've got lower town hall levels, but once you start adding in more buildings, that really negatively affects attacks. Because if I destroy one building and I don't even make another percentage point, that's really going to throw off scores for war attacks, right? So that's why it really matters. So the 2 things, right, that this barracks change really indicates to us is that the map is not going to be changing size. I'd be willing to bet a lot of money on that. And then the fact that they don't want to have more than 100 buildings on the map. So yeah, I don't know. Keep an eye out for all of that, right? This is all coming. The barracks changes aren't happening until the upgrade in October. Okay. Another important thing to note actually is down here. It says that the highest level building will be kept. And in case all of the highest level buildings are under construction, you will keep the one with the shortest upgrade time left. So, for example, I have a base that is very rushed, which I will show you right now. And I have one barracks that's at, I don't know, it's like Town Hall 11 level maybe. It's not good. Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to find it. This one right here. I've got a barracks that's level 13, right, at Town Hall level 11. Now, let's find another barracks, right? I have a barracks that's at level 10. A barracks that's at level 9. I think I've got like one more. Oh, no, I've got 2 barracks that are at level 13. Well, that's really unfortunate that I grinded to try and upgrade those, right? So it's gonna only keep one of these 2 barracks, right? I know for a fact that this barracks at level 9 and this barracks at level 10, both of those are going to be gone. And then I'm not sure which one of these 2 barracks it's going to keep. It really doesn't matter. They're both the same level. And so like, it's going to be fine. But that's really everything that there is to talk about the removal of the barracks as well as the Hammer Jam event. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider hitting the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with me and all of my content, please consider subscribing. If you want to catch me streaming live on Twitch, you can find me there at twitch.tv/mynamescaleb731. Thanks again for watching the video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, my friends.